Hey everybody, welcome back. This is my third video. Um, Today I didn't really have a main thing that I wanted to talk about. I had a lot of things I actually wanted to talk about, but I didn't know which one to start off with. So I guess today I'm just going to kind of start with the problem that I have with my anxiety. So this kind of feeds into my last video where I discussed kind of my my working with living within my means, but also being scared to spend money, and that's kind of trapped me, right? Like I have excess money to where I can go and spend and do things that I want to do now, but I'm still stuck in that mindset of being able of preparing for the next disaster and being able to afford X amount of months to to live in case something major happened, and I just can't shake that preparedness in me. I know it's nice, and the general rule of thumb is to basically have about 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up just in case anything happens, and I have that now, but I feel like I should still have more. Like I just tell myself, well, when I had nothing, I wanted to have like a month, and then when I had a month, I wanted to have 3 months. And then when I got 3 months, I wanted to have 6 months. And now that I'm at 6 months, I want to have a year of expenses, just in a very liquid savings account that's I'm always going to have access to, and there's zero risk involved, just in case, anything hit the fan, any hardships came around the corner. But I've also come to realize that when is it going to end? Once I have a year, will I want two? Or once I have a year, will I actually be be happy with that and then start maybe then I can start in spending. But then there are always going to be other things that I want, like for example, going to invest, in stocks and things like that. So I really don't see an end in sight onto, where it's going to be enough, right? It's never enough. And it's all in perspective, I guess. But anyway, back to my anxiety. I just have major anxiety about that, and even though I feel like I'm getting better at work every day, I still feel like I am new in the industry. I could be let go at any minute, and and then what would I do, right? And that's kind of what I want to be prepared for, and I don't know how long I should prepare for it. So I always used to live within my means, live very frugally, and was very anxious on being financially secure. I wanted to have money, but I never had money. And now that I have money, I feel like I still don't have enough, and I'm just wondering when the next time will be where maybe when I'll hit X amount of money and that will finally be enough. I don't know. So I have some pretty big anxiety about that, and I don't really know what to do with that. Maybe you have a, maybe you'll have some sort of advice for me. You can leave in the comments below on how I can do that. I listen to a lot of personal finance channels, and YouTube channels, and Reddit, personal finance, and FIRE, Financial Independence, Retire Early. That's a great website or a great Reddit forum, and I really like listening to all these people that have succeeded early and are basically doing the types of things that I'm doing or that I want to do, want to be able to afford to do. Um, but I also don't want to skip out. I'm 28 years old, and I don't want to just have no experiences and experience everything later on. I'm in the best years of my life right now, and I feel like while I do want to prepare for the future, at the same time, I don't want to skip the present. And I guess that brings me back to my last video, or my first video, I guess, of living in the present. I have a really hard time of doing that, and the reason I have a really hard time in doing that is because of my anxiety. I really just want to prepare myself so much for the future, and I don't know when it'll be enough. So, yeah, I guess that's my rant for today. By the way, I'm not sponsored. Huel is I got a free shirt. I started ordering these Huel bottles, They're like a blue or a berry flavor, ready to drink, complete meal, and they're actually pretty good. They taste pretty good, and they're about $4 a bottle. They have 400 calories in them, and I feel like I'm advertising for them now, but honestly, they taste good, and I actually do like the way that they taste. So I want to keep using them as a meal replacement. I have a couple a day. I think they're nice. I like drinking my calories um, rather than eating them, and for at least a meal or two. So anyway, guys, I mean that's kind of what I've been dealing with recently is my anxiety and just not living within the present. And I think uh, I think I really have to start. I don't know. Meditation has never really been something that I'm able to do. I mean, I've definitely tried. Maybe I haven't given it enough effort or done it for a long enough time for it to matter, but I feel like I just don't really get much out of it at the end of the day, and I just feel like I'm wasting time when I sit there and don't do anything. So when I'm trying to think about nothing, I can't help thinking this is a waste of time, which is kind of defeats the purpose, I know. So yeah, I also have major ADD, so I get stuck on random topics, and I know I move around a lot in my conversations. So thanks for listening to my rants. But basically, I feel like there's two problems I have, right? I have the ADHD, and I feel like I need some type of medication for that, to like, for example, Adderall or Ritalin or something. That would be super beneficial, I think. But at the same time, that's like bath salts, right? So those types of uppers are going to probably increase my anxiety even more than already is. And so I should probably try taking anxiety medication. But at the same time, anxiety medications are usually, from my understanding, are kind of like downers or kind of make you a little bit more mellow. And I already feel tired a lot of the time, and I'm not like the most energetic person. I know I bounce around a lot from topic to topic, but when it comes to like just my natural energy, I don't feel like I'm the most uh, energetic person. So maybe it's not ADHD, maybe it's just ADD. But but I feel like anxiety medication would, you know, further propel that lack of energy, and I don't know if I want to do that to myself either. So there's just, two pros and cons to both sides, and I don't know which one to take, if both or none or meditation or what, but that's kind of what I've been dealing with right now. I have two thoughts. One feels like I'm anxious all the time, but I want to calm down, but I don't want to be any more calm as a person. And then number two is I'm anxious all the time, and I mean I'm bouncing around all the time for my ADD or whatever it is, and I feel like medication like that could help me as well. So obviously I haven't been diagnosed on anything, and if you go to WebMD, you're gonna find out you have cancer no matter what you type in. So that's not really that helpful. So I don't know. I just feel like that's kind of where I'm at in life right now. Um, I'm anxious to spend my money. I don't want to spend my money, but at the same time, I don't want to miss out on experiences. And I am having some trouble finding that middle ground, that you know, on the wire or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I think the middle ground is the perfect analogy there. I'm having trouble finding the middle ground and being able to spend some money while still saving a large majority and living well within my means. That's really what I want to do. So in the meantime, who knows? I mean, I really want to travel. With this type of job that I'm in right now, technically I could do a lot of it remotely, but um, being a loan officer, a lot of states require you be working in a branch, so I don't think I could really go travel and do this type of job. It also takes up a lot of my time. So if I really wanted to go travel and work, I would probably have to, if I was able to work remote, I would most likely have to like work this time zone or around this time zone, meaning that all the places I want to travel in Asia are going to be me basically being nocturnal at that point. So I don't know if I really want that. So I have to try to find some other type of income as well that's going to help supplement this and eventually maybe take it over. So those are kind of really my goals for the relatively near future is to try to find another source of income and keep riding this wave as much as possible and try to make as much money as I can. That's pretty much it. All right, guys. Well, that's pretty much my rant for today. So thanks so much for watching. And if you want to go ahead and subscribe, go ahead. And I really appreciate it. Um, I will probably, I'm going to try to be consistent with this and upload, whenever I feel like it, but hopefully a couple of times, multiple times per week would be nice. Obviously, this is my third third video in a row now in a pretty short time frame, so that's awesome. But we'll see. Like I said, I bounce around a lot, so we'll see if I can be consistent with this. All right. Okay, guys. Well, till next time, have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.